everybody. Today I have a special guest. She's one of my dear friends, still from high school, and I love her a lot. Here she is, Angelica.
Hi.
Yay! Woo! Woo! We are going to talk about The Bachelorette. We're going to start off with the men tell-all. What are your thoughts?
I want to talk about like Lee and just how they really brought to the table the discussion about racism and how they didn't kind of like ignore it, but they went to kind of educate him.
Yeah.
A lot of people can be ignorant about it and not want to talk about it because it's uncomfortable, but I really like that they did address it, and the way that they went about addressing it wasn't to attack but to educate so that he could understand how they were feeling.
I think they did a very good job, especially Anthony. You even had DeMario come in there. I mean, I don't want to give him any credit. But Anthony, that speech that he did, I was like, Rachel, Kenny.
Oh my gosh, Kenny.
Every time, it's just like you can tell how much he loves his daughter.
Every time he was just, I love her.
We know. We know.
Why are you doing this? I don't need to be crying right now, Kenny.
I did think it was admirable that he was like, hey, Rachel, I have a daughter at home, so.
Yeah. He was like,
What's going on?
I think that he did the right thing and left at the right time.
Yeah. I want to see a Disney show with Mackenzie because she is adorable.
Oh my gosh, she is so cute.
And I feel like her face when they said she was going to Disneyland, I was like,
I want you to get everything in the world that
I
you
know.
want.
Dean.
Deanie baby.
I appreciated how he was like, the way that Lee was acting towards certain people, you could tell. So I really liked that.
Yeah, I like that he just he wouldn't entertain it at all. What he was like, you know, like around certain people, they're like, around what people?
You know what I mean. He was like, you know, it's like that smile he gets where something's real awkward, and he's like, you know what I mean.
You know what I mean.
You know what I mean. I want to talk about his hometown for a minute.
Oh my gosh,
because
that was so intense.
That was really intense, and I think it was also very confusing for him because Rachel had told him she loved him, or she was falling in love with him, and I think she was wrapped up in his emotions, and she played into that. But the thing is, you just don't say that because then you got rid of him.
Yeah, because you can't do that. I'm falling in love with you. Bye.
Yeah. And he addressed that at the men tell all. He was like, so I'm confused that you said this. And she was like, no, like, she kept using this
like
excuse.
Every single time she said it, I was like, take a drink every time Rachel says, I don't say things just to say that. And I feel like it was reasonable for Dean to like really question her on that. Like when he said that, I feel like you basically like told me that you love me because you were trying to comfort me because of the night that we were having. And it just felt like a really personal thing. Yeah. That fight, like everything that was going on at his like family's house, it felt really personal. Like when I was watching it, I was like, ooh.
Yeah. Ooh. He made the food and he was like, it's for nourishment of the body and the mind. And I was just like,
but then when Dean gonna be like, too bad I ate, I was like, yeah.
And people were talking about his age, and I'm like, but it's also that mental maturity that came along with what he's been through.
He's very mature for 25.
Yeah.
I see that. I see his maturity level.
Yeah.
So.
Except the dinosaur thing. But, you know, that was just a really awkward moment for him. He was trying to get by a little bit.
Defense mechanism.
Yeah, a little bit of a defense
really didn't
mechanism.
want to talk about his family because he just knew maybe she wouldn't choose him because of his family.
Do you think that is part of the reason why she didn't choose him?
I don't want to say that it is, but I feel like it is. Like before the finale, if you would have asked me, did Rachel not choose his family or whatever because of, you know, I would have been like, no, that's not Rachel, but I don't know that girl.
We liked
I genuinely liked Rachel. I thought she did
really
such
cool.
a good job, you know? Like the whole season, I was like, Rachel, you're a cool chick. She's
successful.
Yeah,
she's educated. She's funny.
She's pretty.
She's pretty. She's smart. It's like she's like everything.
She's a package.
And then like the end came. Let's talk about that breakup.
Guys, Seriously, that breakup was like the most stressful thing ever, and I'm not even in that relationship. And I was just like, oh, guys, figure this out. Like,
yes, like I was rooting for them. She was like, well, someone's gonna have to compromise, and I was like, it should be you. First of all, he was telling her he wanted to be with her.
Yeah.
He wanted a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted to only do a proposal once. And on this show, you have a very high chance of breaking up after a proposal.
Preach.
And he was like, listen, I want to get a proposal. I want to propose to someone once. I want to get married once.
Yep.
And I've known you for how long? I know it's different for everyone. Like, you can have some people who met each other in a month, and a month later they were married. But when you're on this show...
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And the thing is, you don't even get to see the person as much. You're competing with all of these people. You have your own, like, insecurities about, like, why are you even on this show? Yeah. This is an amazing
Brian.
show, but one thing I thought about with the whole argument thing was that they could do, like, he could give her a promise ring to propose to her as a compromise.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a proposal, like, it's not an engagement ring, but it's a promise that I am gonna one day propose to you. And I thought that would have been fine. But no one thought about that. No. Like, me and my mom were like, go after her, Peter. Go after her.
Okay, so have you seen Different Worlds? When Dwayne... Okay, so Whitley was getting married to someone named Brian. A coincidence? I think not. She was getting married to a man named Byron, and he comes running down when they were saying their vows, and he says, to this day, foreign, baby, please. And then she's like, I'm sorry, Byron. And then she runs towards Dwayne. Like, I literally was like, he's gonna pull a Dwayne Wayne. But did that happen?
No.
Did that happen? No, because she wanted that ring.
Calm down. Calm down. It's okay. It's okay.
That didn't happen.
Are you okay? I love how you tried to save it. And you're like, hey. Hey.
That was me being Brian.
Yep. Yeah. So yeah, I think that if he would have just went after her, then she would have been like, forget Brian, forget everything else. Like, it's obvious that she did not want, like, this relationship to end. You know, she really wanted to have it, but then, you know, she got to go and, like, not compromise or not, like...
She settled. She settled.
I just don't understand it. It's like, why... And then she... We're not there yet. Oh my gosh, she makes my nose want to flare. Like, I don't even. Oh my gosh, Rachel.
Oh my god. I'm meeting the families.
The hometowns.
The hometowns, yeah. They liked Eric. They liked Peter.
Yep.
Did not like Brian.
Red flag.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Don't
That's
like
a red flag. And even to them, when we were talking about it earlier, he was like, oh, I love you guys.
I love how her sister called him out, like, you just met us. You can't love
and do
us.
not mess with the pregnant lady. Okay, she can see through you. Yep. So stop it. I was like,
they were like, Brian, what's special about Rachel? Oh God. Can I be excused? And then Rachel's gonna be like, why did you guys do that?
Okay, let's talk about that, because that's a side. Watching this show, of course, we don't know everything about the Bachelorette, but that was a side that we have not seen from her. Like, she looked like she was about to cuss everybody out.
She was
I was like,
angry.
whoa. Like, I was sitting there like...
But see, this is the thing. Rachel had blinders on. And when you're, like, in a relationship...
That's what her mom was saying, right?
You got those blinders. Like, you can't see the flaws in someone, you know? Like, she had blinders on. He put her under some kind of spell, because that girl...
Seriously.
It's one thing, like, when one person tells you, oh, hey, like, I don't think this person... But if you have, like, everyone in your family is, like, we don't think this is, like, right? You know,
even your sister's husband is saying, like...
Your family can tell you stuff that maybe, like, you don't want to hear, like, with your friends. What I'm trying to say is that your family can be more honest with you. You're gonna forgive them because they're your family. Like, you may not want to hear it, but they're gonna tell you because they care about you, you know? And that's what her family was trying to do, and she got so defensive about him. And, you know, I get it. Like, if I bring home someone or whatever and my family doesn't like him or whatever, I'm just like, why can't you see it?
Mm-hmm.
I think even just going to his hometown and like his mom was
his mom, absolutely not. And knowing that the relationship didn't work out because something had to do with the mom and the relationship with.
Yeah.
And then when she was like, I'll kill you, I was like.
And then she was gonna be like, just kidding. I was like, she not kidding. She gonna kill you. His mom, listen, if you in a relationship, if you in a relationship and your mom is the reason that your relationship can't continue, maybe you should reevaluate going into a relationship like that. You know, like love for moms. I got love for moms, but you can't come between a husband and a wife.
And that's what Rachel's mom was saying. She was like, if it's you, Rachel, and your mom, who are you gonna be? And he struggled with answering that for a second.
Yeah.
And then he was like, and then Rachel snapped at her mom, kind of. She was like, he said the wife, and I was like, he didn't say you. He didn't say you. He don't want you. And it was kind. You could see Rachel was like trying to put words into his mouth just to get him out of the kind of entanglement that he was in, and it was kind of uncomfortable to watch because she's like, he said this, and it's like not quite, not all the way. So I feel like he's gonna choose the mom because the way he was acting.
Yeah, like that shouldn't have been a hard question to answer, but he was just and I don't care. They can edit as much as they want, but that wasn't edited. That was real. He struggled.
He really struggled. I was sitting there like, just answer the question. Answer it. He can never. I feel like watching them in their one-on-ones, just side note, I hate that she kept giving the same one-on-ones out. Yeah. You didn't get to know as many men as you could have. Like Matt.
Yeah.
He seemed great. He didn't get not one one-on-one.
But then she's like crying and like doing all of this, and we're just like, why? Who is that? Like, what? You're crying like she didn't even cry like that for Dean.
She didn't.
She didn't cry like that for Kenny. She didn't cry like that for Alex. I liked Alex.
Me too. He was.
But was it him who was on Ellen that danced? Who danced up on that grandma? Because they not right.
I think it was. Was it Alex?
I think it was Alex. He was like, I danced up on a grandma.
And even Ellen, you can kind of tell that Ellen didn't like Brian too. Just saying. Because remember when he said the sloppy second, she pointed out to Rachel and she was like, that's not good. You didn't even listen to Ellen.
I mean, Ellen likes everyone. When
exactly.
Ellen doesn't like someone. Swerve.
That's it.
Swerve.
Ellen's face was like.
There were definitely a few snakes in her season for sure. Lee being one, but then the whole thing with Waboom.
Oh my god.
And
the thing.
It was so a producer pick. Like, it was so obvious that Rachel wouldn't, like, continue to have Waboom on her show. I'm sorry, like, oh my goodness. When
There's
Ashton,
no way.
When he did it in front of Ashton, and
Ashton was like, not feeling it. Ashton was like, he was like, come on, Ashton. Ashton was like, you are not going to catch me up in these streets with a video of me saying your trademark. That's not happening. And I was sitting, it was so awkward because Ashton was just like.
Ashton was not here for it. And then Mila Kunis.
He didn't even smile. Did he even
was
smile?
Trying to like, no.
He
was like, what is that? And she was like, it's just a thing that he do.
All right.